My name is MCasey, and this is my ultimate office design. The mission for this project is to design an office space with a bathroom and a communal meeting space for my company, MCasey Designs. The vision for this project is for visitors and employees or coworkers to feel comfortable and important in my office space. In my space, clients will experience one-on-one attention with the designer and feel as they are an important part of the project that they gave us. My office will feature a casual yet professional environment, but with a homey vibe that the clients will feel relaxed and accepted in. The welcoming environment will invite visitors to be a part of the design process and welcome their input and ideas on their project. The theme is in this together to incorporate the fact that the client is a part of the project and that the designer works with the client to give them exactly what they want. These are my persona profiles, one being the designer and the other being the client. Some likes of the designer are working with clients directly and in person and sharing ideas back and forth. And some frustrations are clients who don't know what they want and a lack of communication between the client and the designer. The client featured is James Maslow, and he is an owner of a small window cleaning company, and he has made an appointment at MCasey Designs to meet with a designer to discuss redesigning his company's brand and logo. He has ideas for what he wants and just needs someone to help him make it happen. He likes being a part of the project, and he likes people who listen to his ideas and one-on-one communication. And some of his frustrations are feeling unprioritized and too busy for you attitudes. The design style I chose is mid-century modern, and mid-century modern features a lot of wood textures, contemporary patterns, warm colors, natural materials, and some bold geometric patterns, along with wide windows that really bring the indoors out, and bare windows without curtains, and a lot of open space that really gives it the natural motif. This is my design strategy along with a lot of the furniture and textures I used. I used a lot of wood furniture and a lot of wood materials because that's really incorporates a lot of what the design style is. I used a few geometric patterns for some stuff. I used a lot of open big windows to really bring the indoors out. An inspiration or a mid-century modern designer that really influenced the design style was Charles and Ray Eames, which were a couple who designed a widely recognizable chair that is associated with mid-century modern, called the Eames chair, and is very much used in a lot of mid-century modern designs still today. The events of an experience. So the first is attraction. So initially visitors will become aware of my design services through either knowing me personally or seeing an ad somewhere online. Another step is becoming aware of my office itself and having to either make an appointment or schedule a meeting with me. The engagement part is once the first time a client has made an appointment, when they come in, they will be greeted by a friendly receptionist at the front door that will usher them into the waiting area and inform them of how the office runs and what to expect. The receptionist will also give them an office tablet while they're waiting to start getting ideas and inspirations that they could discuss with the designer when they get in their meeting. The immersion event is, while at the initial appointment, the client will work with the designer personally to decide critical design decisions involving their project. I want this to be immersive in a way that the customer feels like they are a part of important design decisions and be there during different steps explaining exactly what they want out of this project. The reward that clients will receive at the end is they'll either have a logo or project that they'll be really happy with. The follow-up is after the initial appointment, the client will still be in contact with the designer until their project is done to inform either email or over phone. The point of this is to be informed during the entire process and have the ability to pitch ideas or examples that they would think improve their design. So the response to space, for the occasion, people will come into my office space to discuss and participate in a design job that they would want done. The players are the employees and the clients. The insiders are me and the employees, and the visitors are the clients who come in to get work done. The resources, the interior environment will feel comfortable and accepting no matter the budget of the client. The client will feel as utmost importance and feel as a valuable person in the office space. In the office, there'll rarely have more than 5 people in it, so the client will feel as utmost importance in the space and not intimidated by anyone else in the space. The office is small enough that it can hold about 5 people in it. So these are my renders. This is my office space itself with the client area, or the desk area, and the presentation area. These are other renders of my office. This is the lobby area right outside my office. The other doors on the other side are other offices for coworkers or employees. And the chair area is the meeting space for clients and designers to meet outside of the office. This is the front entrance and waiting area. So this is where the receptionist would greet you and the waiting area that she would wait in right outside of the lobby space. This is the balcony and the bathroom. Balcony is right outside the windows, and the bathroom is behind my office space. As seen here, the 2 rooms on the right are my employee or coworker office spaces, and the office in the middle is my office as well as the bathroom. So this is a bubble map of what's what. So for function, I applied 2 different functional areas in my office itself. My desk facing the client chairs are in close relation to each other to provide a more intimate experience with the client. The couch and armchair on the opposite corner is used for a place for clients to sit while I present work on the big screen TV for a better view of their project. For spatial definition, in my building I used rugs and different flooring to define the different areas in my space. The biggest space is the lobby and entrance, and it has a light wood floor, while the rooms and offices have a darker wood flooring. In addition, the rugs in my office and the lobby are used two-dimensional definition to define different seating and meeting spaces apart from each other. In my office itself, the edge of the corner wall in my square space is used to define different areas in my office, one being the desk and client meeting area, while the other features a couch and TV presentation area. The edge of the wall really divides the 2 spaces apart from each other. As the head designer, my office is in the center of the facility, while my employees' offices are next to each other but adjacent to mine. The balcony outside is not centered to the whole building, but rather centered around the 3 offices. The balcony itself is relatively small, and outdoor meeting spaces are nearest to the door for easy access, but there is an empty space to the left of the balcony where there is an absence of furniture for room for other activities where more space is needed. In the lobby, the waiting room is strategically placed in the corner where the partial wall is open, so you can see the rest of the lobby space and it's seen in a whole. For enclosure, My office is completely encapsulated within the walls of the space, and following mid-century modern design, there are many bare windows that I put above the door to give it a more sense of openness and a natural motif, while at the same time having really tall walls to not feel claustrophobic. The lobby, however, features a partial wall that separates the waiting area from the rest of the building. I left this partial wall extending about 3/4 the width of the office to leave an opening so that the rest of the office is visible from the waiting area. For form, my office itself is a square but with a corner in it. It uses segmentation to make an incomplete shape, but enough of the square space is showing that visitors can complete the shape in their mind. My entire office is based off of a rectangular shape, however. My office itself is sized to be on the functional size, but I would say the lobby and the rest of the space would be on the generous scales. All rooms except the bathroom have a 20-foot high ceiling to feel more spacious and open. After coming into the lobby, into my smaller space office, I want people to feel as my office is more of an intimate space and having the client sitting close relation to the designer so they can give more one-on-one attention to the client. For spatial texture, a big part of my design style is wooden textures. In my office, I have a defining wall that separates the two spaces in my office. I had decided to make it wooden accent wall to incorporate the wood textures like many homes with a mid-century modern design style. I wanted this wall to stand out since it is a big part of defining my office space. It's also common in mid-century modern design to have white walls, and all the other walls in my space are smooth white walls to contrast the ceiling and the floor, which is wood. My facility is a place and composed of subspaces with a purpose, like offices to work in and meeting areas to meet and talk outside of the office setting. There are 3 destination places in my office. The domains or basic destinations in my facility are the 3 offices, mine and my 2 employees. There are recognizable boundaries for these areas, which include walls and doors and windows. This is my circulation and traffic flow. I would say this is a free flow space. There are a lot of different ways people can go. There isn't like a set path to go. There is kind of a set path after the waiting area. There's only one way you can get into the bigger lobby area, but as far as the balcony, you can only get in and out of one door, so it limits a lot. A landmark I put in my office is a large 70s style clock in front of the waiting area and by the reception desk. This clock also serves as a focus point when people first walk into the building and stands out against the white wall. It's large enough to be noticeable at first and memorable and when you first see it, and can serve a common point of reference when you want to meet up with people. And that is the end of my design. Thanks for watching.